What's up, YouTube? Hero 212 here. So I hit the flea market the other day. And it was a good day. Nice little healthy stack. Let's see what I got. All right, so hit the flea market the other day over the weekend, and there was some books to be found. It's pretty funny because I was talking to a couple of guys that have been there, and I was going through one of the vendors' stuff, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, that was here from 2 weeks. It's been hit over," and I still found some books in there. So just goes to show you that if you search and you train yourself to recognize covers, you know you're gonna find some stuff. Talk about covers. Bought this strictly for the covers. Um, Bought 3 copies of it. Just had to have it. That's the Ultimate Fallout 4 reprint. They made it into a Virgin variant cover for the 1 in 25 Jujurvic. So just a nice book. So yeah, hit the flea market and show you some of the books that I picked up there. I picked up 2 nice newsstand books. You're really gonna like that. So stay till the end. I'll show you those newsstands. First book I picked up though was New Avengers #1 from the Heroic Age. Just a nice book to get right now. I'm liking this book a lot. So, a book that you might want to take a look at. Picked up New Avengers #2. These books were all $1 a piece. Okay. Let me see something here. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice one. Yeah, I had never seen this before. That's Beta Ray Bill. It's a one-shot. It's called The Green of Eden. So let me just share something with you here, and I'll show you what this book is going for right now. Yeah, so as you can see, this is probably a $10 book. Because if you look at the shipping and everything like that, it's a $10 book all day long. And of course, it's got that Jujurvic cover there, so it's no wonder that it looks really good. He's a great talent that just doesn't get recognized as much as he should, you know. Next book I got here was Wolverine Weapon X #1. I always love that cover, just a good cover. Speaking of Wolverine, can't have Wolverine and not have a sibling. So Dakin Dark Wolverine #1, and let's take a look at what this is selling on eBay. All right, so probably like a $7 book, because if you incorporate shipping and everything like that, it's a $10 book. If you see it in the shop, they probably reduce it, cons and stuff like that. $7 book. So anytime I find something that for a buck, $7, or just the flippability of $5, why not take it? You know. Next book we picked up there was Avengers Marvel Now series #1, and then check this out. That's a gorgeous Thanos cover. Thanos Imperative Ignition. And this book has a little bit of a premium. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, so it's a $5 book all day long without the shipping. So, and there were a couple of sales. I made sure each one of these books had at least more than one sale, so you can justify the one sale. And it's not a crazy sale or a My Comic Shop sale, which always sells for better because of their reputation and everything else. So let's see what else we got. Also picked up Thanos Imperative #1. And that's a fantastic cover. Just a gorgeous cover. It looks like the Annihilation Conquest work. I believe it might be a Jujurvic cover also, because that kind of looks like him. But I'm not sure. If anybody knows in the comments, let me know. All right? And let's take a look at what this sells for. Yeah, so this book, there's a My Comic Book Shop sale. But I would say, that's almost $13 with shipping and everything else. It's probably a $10 book all day long. So just a nice find. And it looks like it has tie-ins, and I've never read it, to the Annihilation, or lead up to the Annihilation Conquest possibly, or Annihilation, the series itself, which is just picking up so much steam. And the last book I bought from that vendor was this. This is Avengers #1, The Heroic Age, and I was actually able to get 2 copies of it, right? And I'm going to show you why I took both copies of this book. All right, so for those of you that didn't know, This book here is the first appearance of this character here. This is Azari, the son of the Black Panther T'Challa and Aurora Monroe Storm. So you never know. Just some nice little future spec. And let's take a look at what this book is going for right now. And there you go. This book is carrying the same thing, probably a $7 to $10 premium on it all day long. So nice little spec book to pick up on. If you see this out in the wild for $1 like I did, I would take it every day of the week. Now we come to the two nice newsstands that I picked up. So the first newsstand that we picked up was one that we've seen all over. It's not as high a grade as I want it to be, but I just believe that this book is going to skyrocket once this issue is revealed. Now, this book has picked up a lot. What it was to what it is now. It's picked up a lot of steam. I think it still has room to grow. That's Amazing Spider-Man number 252, newsstand edition. Newsstands are carrying a premium, especially in bigger books like this that are not made in that 78 to 82 range, a little older. Even though some of the ones they're in that range, people are just paying crazy prices for. The other thing with this book, look for that Canadian price variant. That's the book to get. Tough to find because of the ratio of the amount of books that they produced and shipped to Canada with a different price variant on it. Tough book. I believe it comes out to almost like 5% of the books that were sent to Canada as compared to the United States ratios. So if you're taking newsstands into effect, and you know that after the big curve on that, it goes into like a 50-50, and then it starts reducing. By the 90s, it's almost 5% of all books are newsstand. This book here, nice book to pick up. But let's take a look at what this is going for right now. All right. So as you can see by the stats here, April is the boom. It's the end of the boom. So there was a sale for $250. You had a sale for $154, $200, $186, $170, $225, and $120 anomaly. You're talking probably a book in about the $175 range. So if you can pick that up under $100, which I did, then it's a big bonus for you. You can definitely, get return on your investment right there with something like that. And now here's the last book, and here's the kicker with this. I got there early, but there were always guys that are there way before me because I'm not getting that early. And I walked up to a booth, guys were looking through. I was like, usually you have the etiquette where guys look into a pile, you don't go into his pile, but anything else is kind of fair game. So I walked over, I was like, are you looking at that stuff? He's like, no, I'm done with that, you can look through it. I stopped breezing through it. He was kind enough to point out that one of the book had some scuffing to it and everything else. And then he points to the vendor and he goes, hey, you know what? This guy might be interested in that book because we know each other. He knows I buy decent books and stuff. And the guy came out with 3 books, and I only wanted one of them. Right? But he was trying to sell it all as a set. We negotiated a little bit, and I came away with what I believe to be a very nice find. And that's 361 in a newsstand. The movie is coming. The movie looks amazing. Woody Harrelson hopefully will do a fantastic job as Carnage. And the newsstand on this book is the premium book to get. Just a lot tougher to find this book in a newsstand because of the amount of, like I said before, the amount of newsstands that were produced compared to the direct editions. But you know what? Let's take a look at what this book goes for. Now, before I say anything, I pressed this book out already, and it's probably 9.4 to a 9.6, definitely not a 9.8. It has a bindery tear, and it has one little mark by the staple where that's probably why I'm thinking going more on the 9.4. I know bindery tears are not supposed to affect the grade, but I've had books that were perfect and just had a bindery tear and gotten a 9.6, so I think that's bull, but just my humble opinion. But let's take a look at the numbers. All right, so as you can see, a 9.6 newsstand. 90 days was carrying a premium of $431, and the last sold was in September this month for $395. Not a bad find at all, man. I would get this book. I paid, and I'll be honest with you guys, I paid $100 for this book. And if it comes back at 9.4 as a newsstand, it's a $300 book. $313 over 90 days with 40 copies sold on this. The newsstand is selling as many copies as the direct edition on this book here. If you see that for the 9.4s. And it's maintained because you go 90 days. The last sold was $295. 90 days is $313. For the year, 157 newsstand copies were sold, as compared to 228 for the regular edition, with a price of $303. So definitely a nice, solid find. And just goes to show you that there are good guys in the community that are willing to help each other out. This guy wasn't interested in the book. He couldn't have not said anything, but he was gracious enough to tell the guy, who knew who I was, that I might be interested in that book. So it was a win-win for everybody. So yeah, so just a quick recap there. We picked up that, Beta Ray, Wolverine, Dotman, Avengers, Thanos Ignition, Thanos Imperative, first Azari, 2 copies of that. Very nice newsstand and that gorgeous 361. So yeah, that's the haul. I think I did well. But why don't you guys let me know what you guys think? And until my next video, peace.